Oh, we're live. We're live. We're on time. Let's start there. We're on time tonight, y'all. So we're already starting things off on the right foot. If you're new here, my name is Cho, and we go live every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at 11:30 p.m. Eastern Time Zone. What do we talk about? Whatever you want to talk about. This is a place to ask me questions, talk about whatever topics that you are interested in at the time. So let's chit chat. I've already eaten, so we are not going to be cooking tonight. I hope you guys had fun during my little cooking stream last night. That was unintentional, but life is just really busy these days. So, you know, life is a little chaotic. But we will be going downstairs to the kitchen because I need to make myself a latte. I haven't had a latte in a long time. I mean, kind of a lie. I just had a matcha latte like 6 hours ago, but I have not had a hicha latte in a very long time. So we're gonna go downstairs and make myself one of those lattes with a homemade cardamom orange syrup. So I'm very excited about that. I just wanted to come say hi to you guys first, and then we will go downstairs. Hey Leah Bobia, how are you, Leah? Hey Sunflower, hey Rich. Cho, what do you think about the healthcare CEO killing? Let's talk about it. Here we go. Here we go. I have some conspiracy theories about what's really going on. Just like, are we sure we have the right guy? Because the pictures they showed us, there are some incongruencies with the picture they showed us of the guy that admitted to killing him, apparently, allegedly. Did he admit? I don't know. I haven't seen that, right? We've heard about the manifesto, but is that manifesto like a real manifesto? The money that was in his book bag, he claims was planted there. Like there's some things that were planted in the book bag. The book bag itself does not look like the book bag that we saw in the surveillance cam. So there's just a lot of incongruencies. The way he got picked up, like at a McDonald's, it's just like, I don't know. I mean, it's a very sad situation. Anyone being murdered is always a sad situation. I don't care how evil you think they are. I think it's a little ironic that this alleged killer is being paraded as a hero when he is quite literally a snotty little elite rich kid that his family owns so much. Like they're so beyond rich, beyond belief. Like these people have no issues with healthcare. His family has no issues with healthcare. Let's be honest. So I feel like it's a little strange that the left side of the aisle, of the political aisle, is parading him as like some Robin Hood or some like vigilante. And I just think it's really unfortunate that he's taken away good news from Daniel Penny's trial in New York City. Now, there's also another component to this, Rich, that I think is really important. And longtime viewers of my live stream will know that I promote this all the time. The importance of pretty privilege. I tell you guys this all the time. White privilege is fake. The only privilege you need to worry about is number one, financial privilege. Number two, pretty privilege. Those are the only two privileges you need to worry about. If you've got those two things, you can literally shoot someone dead and get away with it. I don't know what your timeline looks like, but the way my timeline is built up, they love this CEO killer because he's hot. He's objectively hot. So not only can you be rich, powerful, spoiled, and of the elite, so out of touch with the common person, but combine that with how pretty he is, he's a 10 out of 10. And yeah, he has shot a CEO, and he's a hero now in America. Pretty privileged, telling you. I'm telling you, I keep telling you guys, focus on your financial privilege and your pretty privilege. Apply the moisturizer. Take in an investment in some retinol. You know, my teeth are fucked up, but go get your teeth fixed. You know, go get a bleaching. You know, go get a whitening. You know, like, you know, move your body, work out every once in a while. Like, pretty privilege is a real thing, and I cannot tell, like, I tell you guys this all the time, but I cannot think of a more prime example than what we're seeing right now with this Luigi guy. His name is Luigi, which is so funny. I mean, it doesn't get more Italian than that. Ain't nobody worried about that man's looks. Rich, your Twitter's not built like my Twitter. Your Twitter's not built like my Twitter. Maybe I have a homo Twitter, but a lot of people are worried about that man's looks. A lot of people are. I say free my boy Luigi. I mean, everybody's saying free Luigi. Have I ever done any shadow work? Yeah, I have. Hey, this thing is time. It is time because we're not spamming. We're getting away from the spam. And as my community grows, I want to be able to read all the comments. Oh, thank you, Sunflower. You can go vertical now, Leah? That's awesome. It's causing me cancer? Well, you know what? We're going to die some way, right? Hey, Miggy. What's my social security number? It's 111-11-1111. They got to get better idols. And listen, Leah, I'm telling you. Well, you don't have any social media, Rich. I'm telling you, people are very worried about his looks. I mean, it's crazy. I'm sure that women and gays, the homos are fiending for this Luigi guy, by the way. They're fiending for Luigi. I'm sure that Luigi's bail will be met with ease. If the judge didn't set his bail so high and astronomical, the gays would have paid to get him out of jail. I promise you that. They would have done it. They would have done it with ease. With ease. He's still locked up, so it's not much of a well, okay, sure, yeah, he's still facing consequences, but he's not facing a lot of social shame at all. And he probably never has to worry about any books while in prison. Doesn't gotta worry about it. Bitches are gonna be putting money on his books forever because of how attractive he is. So there is still there's levels to it, to the whole privilege game. There's levels to it. Privilege doesn't absolve you from accountability all the time, but it does make life easier. It makes life easier. That's all. Jody Arias had male pen pals. I thought that said penis. Jody Arias had male pen pals. I remember that. Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy. And looking back at that case, she's just kind of mid, to be honest. But back in the day, she was hot. And she's a killer. Thoughts on mystery drones all over America? I have no thoughts on the mystery drones. To be honest, I have no thoughts on the mystery drones. I haven't looked into the story. I'm not that interested in the story. Y'all not gonna do shit about it. The people not gonna do shit about it. Right? Why has no one shot a drone down? Me, I'm shooting bitches down. If there's drones around my home, I'm shooting the drones down. Target practice. But y'all don't really care. Y'all say y'all care, but y'all really don't care. So I'm not that interested. to be honest, I'm not that interested. Um, I'm so ready to go on my phone because that potato quality was doing nothing for your girl. It was kind of low quality, but like that's the thing about like phones, like I do all my shit on my phone. I've been creating content in YouTube videos and live streams from my phone for 3 years. These phones are really all that you need. Like I do want to one day buy like a legitimate camera because there are some pros and cons that come with that can elevate your content in a way or just kind of streamline the way you do your content. But you really just like the phone is really all you need as a baseline. I'm happy for you, Leah. I'm happy for you. Hey Chelsea, how are you? My favorite snack is niggles. Well, great. Luigi was a fall guy. That CEO was being investigated. I heard that he had a connection with our stock trader, our favorite stock trader, Nancy Pelosi. That's what I heard. That's what the girls are saying on the streets. That's what the streets are saying. The streets are saying that. Um, I don't think he would get a bomb for capital murder. I mean, yeah. Gay? No, not at all. We're talking about Luigi. He's kind of the total package. He's conventionally attractive and brave and smart. I wouldn't call him very smart. Well, maybe he is smart. He's definitely crazy. He's definitely crazy. That's one thing. He's hot. He's crazy, and he's loaded. He's rich. Um, he went to Yale. Gotta be smart, I guess, or you just gotta be rich. I don't know. Um, I'm sure he's like a book smart type of guy. You know. I think it's more people that hate our healthcare system than people obsessed with its looks. Uh, Rich, I recommend you get social media, and you might have a bigger pulse on how people feel about Luigi. What was the first thing that Meow said? Meowtons didn't say shit about the healthcare system. She said he's the total package. He's conventionally attractive. That's the first thing she said, Rich. That's the first thing she said about Luigi. Come on now. I'm just saying. I mean, you may not believe me, but a lot of people care about his looks. I mean, do you want me to send you screenshots after screenshot? I can Google him. Google him on Twitter. Google him on Twitter, and it'll pop up. It'll pop up. But yeah, people do hate the healthcare system, and they have good reason to. They have good reason to. And by the way, um, the thing about nuance is that you can have multiple opinions that talk about certain aspects of a certain narrative. The CEO is a piece of shit. So I can think that Luigi is a piece of shit for killing someone unprovoked, and also think that the CEO is a piece of shit for being, you know, at the top of a food chain that works to scam American citizens in terms of their health care. Like, both things can be true, right? But people hate nuance. They really do. It's like they're allergic to it. It's a federal crime to shoot an aircraft. Isn't it an aircraft? They just locked an old man up for shooting down a Walmart delivery drone. Hmm. Oh, they tried and the bullets were deflected? Luigi is definitely related to Nancy Pelosi. I thought you was talking about Super Mario Brother. Hey, Mauricio Fabio from Brazil. I'm hella flamboyant. I'm very zesty. Come on, come on. We need some spams of the emotes. We're very zesty. Tiny says looks are playing a big part. I know. Tell Rich. Tell Rich. Tell Rich. I'm the best football mobile player in the world. Okay. Why all the gays always got a lisp? Because that's the way your father likes it. He likes me with a lisp. He loves it that way, J-Ski. Hey, Zach, what's going on? One of my clients works in fraud for that company. He had a lot to say about that former CEO. I'm sure everybody has a lot to say about that former CEO. To climb the ranks in such an industry, it's almost a prerequisite that you have to indulge in evil. I mean, it's just kind of a prereq, right? I have the Newsbreak app on there. No one was talking about looks. People were saying the CEO deserved it because of his practices and making jokes about his death not being covered by insurance. Cho, you're the man for real. I appreciate your... Well, thank you, Chelsea. You brag on your dude so much. Did he fix them beat up ass wall yet? No, he didn't. He didn't beat... What? No, he didn't fix the walls. He took him on the 3rd floor. No. For what? One of my teacher hit us and one of them going to jail. Not to jail. Allie Eternity. What did she hit y'all for, though? Now, that's the question. Because it may have been deserved. What were you doing? What were you doing in class? Let's tell that part. Why'd you skip the part before the hit happened? Let's talk about what happened before you got hit. Why so serious? You have a nice smile. Ugh, thank you. When the heck do you sleep? My gosh, you are amazing, hardworking, my friend. I scroll and it never fails for you to be here. Well, I'm always here at nighttime, Melissa. My granny couldn't get the help she needed because of healthcare policies. It's disgusting, Rich. It's disgusting. Any insurance, but mind you, any insurance is a disgusting industry because a lot of these insurance companies are scamming folk. No disrespect, I support the LGBTAQA plus LMOP QRSTUV WX Y and Z 1 exclamation mark. Well, thank you, J-Ski. I appreciate that. But we have all this money to give to these people from other countries. We don't even take care of... Rich, don't get me started. Rich, don't get me fucking started on that topic. Don't even get me started on that topic, Rich. Don't. Because you're right. You're right. We just greenlit how 50 billion more dollar, a $50 billion loan to Ukraine, like last week. $50 billion. Did y'all hear about that news? Did you hear that news? We just loaned Ukraine $50 billion. I'm sure the Cash App is back. I'm sure. I'm sure they'll cash app us or they'll Venmo us, and it'll be cool. It'll be cool. Water off the duck's back. It'll be fine. $50 billion as a loan. They're gonna pay us back. That's what's implied. They're gonna pay us back, Ukraine. You fucking kidding me? You fucking out of your mind? Y'all don't hate politicians enough for me. Y'all really don't hate politicians enough for me. Because they play in your face constantly. They play in your face all the time. Just be playing in your face. Just like they just be like just playing in your face. $50 billion as a loan. It's a loan. They gon' cash app us. Ukraine gonna cash app us. The fuck out of here. Meanwhile, we've got homelessness. Meanwhile, we have a terrible healthcare system. Meanwhile, we have terrible education. Meanwhile, our economy is busted. Meanwhile, inflation's at an all-time high. Meanwhile, bitches can't afford shit. Meanwhile, no one has more than $1,000 for this emergency fund in cash. Like, meanwhile, we don't have transportation, public transportation. But you know what we got? We got 50 billion for Ukraine. We definitely got that. Y'all do not hate politicians enough. You just don't. You really don't hate them enough. Not for me, at least. You don't hate them enough. It's crazy. It's fucking crazy. Now back to this girl, Allie, Eternity, talking about she got hit by the teacher. One of my classmates called him Diddy Lover. Well, is he a Diddy Lover? Did y'all clock his tea? Why you got Chinese eyes? Because I'm Blasian. The fuck? So he hit him and one kid had a cardiac arrest. Oh. Excuse me? Now that's going a little bit too far. The other kid, he should have just hit him once and let him heal from that. But to send a kid into cardiac arrest might be a bit much. Wi-Fi password community, yeah. We're getting back minerals from the Ukraine in return for the money. Girl, stop. Well, Leah, on the drones thing, I feel like the drones are pieces of technology that they weren't really prepared for us to know about. But now that we do know about them, they have to like make up these really incredulous stories about their existence, while also amplifying other news stories that are meant to trigger our fear, anxiety, and our anger. So, you know, government's gonna government, and media's gonna media, regardless. We should have let the Ukrainians live with us. I love the Ukrainians here in the U.S. They have a great bakery that I go to all the time called Crème de Crème. I go there like once a week when I go to Sam's Club, and it's so good. I love it so much. They have these like Eastern European accents. Like, they're great. But they're a Ukrainian company. I love it. You don't care about innocent women and children Putin is killing? I don't. Next question. Next question, Monkey Juice. Next question. What? 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 You don't care about innocent women and children Putin killing? No, I don't. I don't. Come here for the truth. Don't come here for some bullshit. I'm not gonna give y'all bullshit ever. Listen, the problem with that type of virtue signaling that you just did, let's unpack this. Monkey Juice. Because it sounds to me like you have monkey brains. Let's unpack that for a second. So, by your logic, let's use your logic right now, Monkey Juice. You want us to care about women and children that Putin is killing. So we've now helped Ukraine to fight this country. Should we be involved in every country's war? Do you know how many women and children are being killed? And we should be involved in every single war. Now, I don't know if you've noticed, but I did just go over a list of issues that the US has financially. I'll go over them again for you, just as a refresher. Our education system, our healthcare system, the fucking roads, public transportation, our economy. People don't have savings, inflation. I can go on. So, homelessness, the real estate market. There are a lot of issues that the US has in America, which is where I live. I apologize if it seems a little bit cold that I care more about my country than some other random fucking country out there. I'm sorry. Sorry, monkey juice. Find somewhere else to virtue signal because that shit don't work with me. It does not work with me at all. I don't have to be virtuous for none of you bitches out there. You know why? Because I am a virtuous person. And I already know that. I don't need your validation. So that's why I don't have the virtue signal. Because I don't seek the validation morally from other people outside of my family. Like, and people that I actually love. So, girl, stop. You don't care about innocent people being killed by Putin. No. Now, if they're Americans, then sure. It's a different conversation. Now, next question. What the fuck we gonna do with some mineral? Rich. I'm trying to tell you. They telling us McDonald's worker identified that kid. He had a gun manifesto, etc. It's fuck Chelsea. They be playing on your face. That's what they be doing. How do we feel about gays? Whores. No, I'm just kidding. I love the gays. Not all the gays, but I do love the gays. Hey, show, loving the advent calendars. Oh, thank you, Jesse Cochran. I'm so happy that you're loving it. I actually just put that advent calendar into a playlist. So you can now watch from the beginning to the end, all in one convenient playlist, especially for those that are, just now tuning in and they want to have like a good place to like watch it conveniently. It's now in a playlist. I'm behind. Y'all done got me started. Now I'm behind in chat because y'all got me started. Rich is the one that fucking got me sent off the deep end. It's always Rich, Leah, or Drake. Oh, so Monkey Juice is on some bullshit. Monkey Juice, okay, so this is what Monkey Juice said. Here we go. If the economy is so bad, why was there record Black Friday sales? You cannot be serious. If the economy is so bad, why was there record Black Friday sales? Bitch, you cannot, like, your brain is smooth. It's smooth. As smooth as ice cream. Are you kidding me? So let me tell you something. There are these things called credit cards. I don't know if you have one, but there's these things called credit cards. And what happens is when you use a credit card, you are quite literally borrowing money from a banking institution. What happens is if you don't pay that full sum of money back by the end of the month, you will then be charged upwards of 23, 27% interest on whatever amount of money you have not paid back on that purchase. And then that interest compounds the next month. And then you know what happens? Most Americans, like 70+% of Americans, cannot afford a $1,000 cash emergency. That's today. They can't afford a $1,000 cash emergency today. People are broke. Just because Black Friday sales are at record highs does not mean the economy is great. In fact, it is more indicative of how poor our financial literacy is in America, because these things are happening at the same time. At the same time, you have people that cannot afford a $1,000 cash emergency that are buying shit on Black Friday. Tell me where that makes sense. If they don't have $1,000 in cash, how are they paying for record highs in terms of sales? We gotta use our brains. We've gotta use our brains. Come on, monkey juice. Come on. Do you know that we have record high levels of credit card debt? I think the average person is like I think it's like 10, well, I don't want to quote this data, I'm not sure. But it's somewhere between $6,000 and $10,000 in debt. The average person. What are you talking about? Black Friday sales. Consumerism in that way, consumerism for things like that is not indicative of a strong economy. What? We'll see if Trump still loves you in months. Well, first of all, I don't love Trump. Let's start there. Second of all, I don't need Trump's love. Here's the crazy thing. I'm really going to be far behind in chat because Monkey Juice got me turned. Be patient. The problem with y'all is that y'all depend on other people for your success. You depend on presidents for your success. Bitch, I was successful during Trump's first presidency. I was successful during Biden's presidency, and I will be successful during Trump's next presidency. It doesn't matter who the fucking president is. Okay? Get that into your head. Again, it's all you guys want validation from other people. That's your biggest problem. I'm not seeking any approval from anybody else. I get approval from my man and my employer. And that's it. I don't seek approval from my friends, from my mother, from my grandmother, from my father. I don't seek approval from any of those bitches. And never will. I seek approval from my man and my employer. That's it. A president? Fuck a president. What? Like a president gives a fuck about me like Trump gives a fuck about me. What? Who? What? Okay, Monkey Juice is on another one, y'all. Then got me 10 minutes behind chat. I'm sorry. Hey, Melissa Brunel. This reminds me of the time I taught my dog how to talk. And the damn thing wouldn't stop going on about the next door neighbor's cat. I mean, I'm a yapper. Listen to Lindsey Graham. Someone just said in my stream, listen to Lindsey Graham. That Republican piece of shit, garbage, establishment, politician, Lindsey Graham. Listen to Lindsey Graham, the biggest war hawk in Congress. I'm like about to choke. Listen to Lindsey Graham. You've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. Oh, Sam. We just need Trump to not fuck us as bad as these liberal tards. That's all we want. Not to get fuck as hard. That's all. Like Leah Bobia says, the difference between a conspiracy and the truth is about 6 to 10 months. Bitch, don't get me started on all the conspiracy theories that have been proven true over the last 4-5 years. Let's not go down that path. We're actually funding both sides of the war. That's the fucking point. That's the fucking point, Michael Bogdan. That's the fucking point. Why are we funding wars? Because of people like Nikki Haley, who sleeps in the industrial war complex, who makes a living off of death. These are death merchants that we're talking about here when we talk about war. Like, hello? Whew. Hitler or the Easter Bunny? The Easter Bunny, because I love Easter and I love bunnies. I can't believe someone's shilling for Lindsey Graham. That's a new low. Ooh, good question. T-Fear1990 wants to know, buddy, what's your favorite size of female tatas? Don't tell me you wouldn't motorboat a large pair. I'm not into the largest pair. I think that they tend to get in the way and they cause back pain long term. So honestly, I'm down for a C cup. I think a C cup is perfect. It's enough to grab onto. There's enough comfort in a C cup. And there's some weight to a C cup. But once you go to the D, you're doing too much. You're just doing too much. And they're causing physical ailments and like they're just in the way of everything, right? So no, I would go for a C. Give me a C. College is a grift. I mean, for some people, depending on your degree. Why your fingers bending like that? Because they're like, I have alien fingers. I have like very weird fingers. They do bend really weird. Like look at my fingers. Those are my those are my fingers. Like they don't stand up straight. It's weird. Maybe because I'm gay. Popeyes or KFC? I'd say KFC. I don't do both either, but KFC. Hey, awesome sauce. Never trust a guy in a bathrobe. Looking like salad fingers. What's a salad finger? Just pay your balance every month. Child. Wouldn't that be so easy, right? So everyone is going to default is what you're saying. No, everyone has fucking credit card debt is what I'm saying. What? This is simple. Google this shit. I'm not saying anything new or controversial. The majority, the average person is in $6,000 to $10,000 worth of debt today. That's not a made-up stat. That's the truth. So people are in debt. This is not what? Y'all just be gaslighting the fuck out of people on the internet. It's crazy. The experience of college teaches you how to think and process information that you have not previously encountered. Makes it less likely that you will be convinced by fantasy conspiracy theory. I mean, part of that can be true. That is the premise of college. That is the premise of college, sure, about critical thinking. However, I don't think that we're seeing a lot of that come out of our college graduates, because if that were the case, about processing information, thinking critically, stuff like that, they would be able to get jobs and not be in massive amounts of debt for useless fucking degrees. Never being able to buy a house. Like shit like that. Like, you would be making better decisions. No? I don't know. I just feel like, and besides, I keep like, you think about college educated folk were the ones marching for BLM, donating to BLM. I mean, scam of the century, honey. Fantasy. It was giving fantasy of the century. So I don't know. I don't know about that, Sam. That is the premise of college. I don't think it always pans out that way, though. And I feel like a lot of people that come out of college are, they get so enraptured by peer thought, or what is it called, peer thinking, where like you are really overly concerned with coming to consensus, to the point where you have herd mentality. Trust the experts, or trust science. Come on. Again, if you want to go down the whole COVID rabbit hole, we can. Because a lot of conspiracy theories were born out to be true. Roll the tapes. Roll the tapes. I play them on my Twitter all the time. One of my favorite clips to play, because I was so radicalized by COVID. One of my favorite clips to play is when everybody in the media and the CDC board was saying, oh yeah, the vaccines will stop COVID. It's going to stop transmission. It's going to stop transmission. Just take the shots. And remember how they tried to memory hold that? They tried to memory hold that. Like, that's not, oh, we never said that taking the vaccine would stop transmission. We never said that. It just stops you from dying and getting really sick. We never said that. It's on fucking tape. What? The massive gaslighting that happened, wild. Completely wild. And those were all college educated people, mind you. I don't know. Aren't you the one that was rocking the red dress and feathers head thingy last season of Drag? I don't watch Drag Race. I don't know. Oh, we should go make my whole hicha latte. I've got water boiling. Well, I want to catch up to chat. Hi, Slicer. I was non-binary for 3 years. Now I'm gay and much happier. You weren't non-binary. You were just gay the entire time. What? You're fine, Slicer. Welcome. Is Trump establishment? He been there before. No, he's not. Establishment does not mean that you've just been a politician before. I think Trump is a disruptor. I think he utilizes the establishment to fight his enemies. He's a dirty fighter. He's pretty unscrupulous. Um, he's definitely a backstabber, and he really demands loyalty. And if you are not loyal to him to a fault, he will cut you at the throat with ease, utilizing establishment politics. But is Trump an establishment politician? Not at all. The establishment wing of the Republican Party hates him. I mean, you do know that Nikki Haley, the race was supposed to be Nikki Haley versus Kamala Harris. That was the establishment's wet dream. They didn't get it. Thank God. It took two assassination attempts, an attempt to bankrupt him, an attempt to jail him, an attempt to disqualify him. They did everything but try to vote the bitch out. Did everything but try to vote the bitch out on his record. But he has a pretty shitty record. So it's like, why don't you campaign on that shit, you know? But anyway, let's not go backwards. Let's move forward. Your thoughts on Luigi Maggione? I already gave my thoughts on Luigi. I think he's super hot. I think he's a psychopath. I think he's mentally fucking deranged. I think he's a pretty sick individual. I think he's pretty stupid to do what he did. And I also think the CEO that he killed was probably very evil as well. So those are my thoughts on Luigi. I wish him good luck. Oh fuck. I think I've skipped Free Luigi. Am I a homosexual? No, I have a wife and 3 kids. You're a solid D? You're a D cup? I think C's look great. You're a D cup. You will try to, Leah, I'm telling you, I have a lot of friends that are in their 50s and 60s and 70s. I even have a good friend that's 102. But I promise you, most women as they age end up getting breast reductions because it's so hard on the back. Not rich trying to help with the back problems. I'm catching up, y'all. Hey, Adopt Me. I'm really well. Who has credit card debt in this chat? I do. I have credit card debt. Oh, thanks, Anthony Weber. Thanks for the compliment. I appreciate that. Hopefully you subscribe. I'd like to talk shit here. Debt is consumer fault. It is. Yeah, it's true. Oh, but Rich with a nice retort. Medical debt is unfortunate. Yeah, medical debt's a real thing. You can get into a car accident through no fault of your own and be instantly in debt. I still got that funky ass robe. I do, Evelyn Ivy. I do. I think it's time you just get a new car. You could have bought 2 good used ones for that price. Yeah, 6,000 is a lot, Jesse. Start looking for a used car. You shouldn't be pouring that much money into your car. Hey, Phantom Capri. How many genders are there? John, don't stop. Why you a punk? You tell me why am I a punk, Zach? Why am I a punk? Not these messages being deleted. What's going on? What advice do you need, Capri? Hey, Banksy. What do you think about Jews? I love Jews. I have lots of Jewish friends. Oh, your breasts have already been reduced? Oh, wow. I have eaten. I have eaten today. American you? I'm American. I'm a Blasian American. I'm glad you don't have any credit card debt, Doom. That's awesome. I don't speak Portuguese. There's 506 genders. I'm gonna ask that question in Google or something. How many would Alexa know? Alexa, how many genders are there?
The two categories of the gender spectrum, male and female, are called the gender binary. However, because gender identity is complex and personal, there is no definitive way to say how many genders there are.
Wait a minute. Let's ask this hoe again. Because what is she talking about? Did y'all hear her? You have Catholic friends? Of course. I have friends of all backgrounds, John Doe. My employers are Catholic. Did y'all hear what she had to say about the genders? That was wild. Let's wait. Let's go back and let's. Oh, I do need braces. I do need braces. I have fucked up teeth. But what else is new? Alexa, how many genders are there?
The two categories of the gender spectrum, male and female, are called the gender binary. However, because gender identity is complex and personal, there is no definitive way to say how many genders there are.
Child, I'm trying to tell you. Okay, so we are going to go fix myself a hicha latte. The dogs will probably be awoken. Well, first of all, John Doe. Wait, what? Oh, wait, I'll ask her down here. I'll ask her down here a little bit. We have Alexa all over the house, so. Okay. Okay. Alexa, what's your gender?
As an AI, I don't have a gender.
Okay. Oh my God, can we talk about how I bought Duke diapers today? Look at that. Okay, so we are going to make a hicha latte. That's what we're gonna do. Okay. We're making hicha latte. Let me get my chat together first. Okay. So, actually, we don't need that. You're curious what Nina was staring at? I don't know what she was staring at. Jump to get $200. Well, how about you donate $2 first, Dane Chandler? Donate $2 first, and then I'll jump for 200. Oh wait, did I piss Nina off? Nina, you gotta go outside. Okay, come on, go outside. Now I'm sure fucking Duke has to go outside next. You gotta go outside, Duke. Okay. Jesus. Okay. I don't want to be down here forever, y'all. So let's just focus. Um. We're gonna just focus on getting my hojicha latte down. Um. We're gonna do an almond milk. We're gonna do almond milk. Oh wait. Okay. Wait. Stop. So I'll catch up to chat in a little bit. Capri, you're gonna have to like. I'll try to catch up to that answer when I go back upstairs. But like for now, we're gonna make my hojicha latte, and we are going to resume me reading comments thoroughly and responding when I go back upstairs. Okay. So first of all, I make my own homemade syrups. Um, and so this is a orange cardamom syrup that I made recently. I love it so much. 1, 2, 3. And I don't know, guys. I actually, you know what? I'm not gonna say that. But anyway, yeah, I like. Is that enough syrup? No, it's not really. I want a little bit more. I ran today. 1, 2. I ran today, so fuck you. I'm taking the carbs. I'm going for it. And then we're gonna add a little bit almond milk. We're gonna put this in the microwave. Put these back in the fridge. This is my hojicha powder. This is like a hot cocoa, but healthier. It's Japanese green tea and it's roasted. So it's really good. It is relatively healthier for you than like hot cocoa, obviously. That's how it looks. And then we're gonna just add a little bit of water. Honey? Oh, I've done honey before. So hojicha lattes are really great with honey. They're great with maple syrup. But I just made this orange cardamom syrup that I'm really loving. Oh, okay. So we'll set this aside for a minute. Little milk frother. It's so yummy, oh my God. Okay. We got our ember mug, of course. And that is your hicha latte. You give that a little bit of a stir and you're good to go. Let's clean up a little bit. Yeah, let's clean up a little bit. Let's get Nina, because you know that bitch is like going crazy. Nina? Nina! Are you done using the bathroom? This is crazy. I don't know why she is still... I don't know what's wrong with her, but she's still using the bathroom, I guess. I don't know, it's kind of strange. And then, you know, we're also going to fill this up with some hot water. This is my Iron Flask thermos. Just in case we want to have some regular tea later on, just hot water. Rich, are you stealing people's girls? What's going on? What's really going on? Hey, Tay Michaela. I like that quote, Tay. I like it. Okay, let's see what is Nina really doing. Oh, you guys want to see my other animals? Wait. I have other animals. Look. Look how adorable he is. Isn't he cute? We rescue animals. And he's real. He's real. And even the bird is real too. And then we've got this cutie over here. He's cute. Very cute. And then someone that we don't normally get lots of compliments, but we love anyway, is this boy. Look at him. He's so kawaii. He is. He's so kawaii. Let's get her back in here. Nina. What's wrong? Why you want to be outside? It's so cold out here. Come on. Come here. Are you okay? What's wrong? You're wet, Nina. It's raining out there. Wait a minute. Now I gotta take this jacket off. Wait, guys. Why were you out in the rain like that, Nina? Hmm? You okay? That is not like you. Now wait. I gotta get your... Okay. Now go lay down. Go lay down. Come on, come lay down. I don't know what that was about, y'all. Nina doesn't usually like to be outside for very long. Wait. Yeah, she doesn't like to be outside for very long, so that's strange that she's like just standing in the rain like she's like mentally restarted or something. Like, what's going on, girl? I don't know. Anyway. So we're done. We're done down here. Let's turn this light off. Oh my God, it's so dark. Okay, wait. Okay. If I drop like all this hot water and this whole latte on my stairs, my partner would kill me. Legitimately. Okay, we're almost back. Okay. Whew. Okay. Okay. Sorry for that little bit of an intermission, y'all. By the way, if you're ever interested in Japanese green tea, like authentic Japanese green tea, you guys know that one of my biggest sponsors is Neo Tea's Japanese green tea. So definitely check them out for all of your Japanese green tea needs. The code is CHO, and you'll get a discount on your Japanese green tea. So, yeah. They're called Neo Teas. Okay. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Okay. Okay. I love a good latte. A good tea latte. Nothing's better. Okay. So let's try to... I know you guys been talking. I'm not even going to try to catch up to chat. Let's just start fresh. Like water off a duck's back. Let's start fresh now. I'm caught up. Ask me your questions. You can repeat a question and not get banned. We're starting fresh. I'm caught up. A bitch is caught up to chat. Like, a bitch is caught up. Do the Trump dance, you know. A bitch is caught up. You can answer. You can ask questions again. I'm caught up. Hey Zion, the service dog. Hey the diddler. What's going on? Read right there. It's a lot under here. Can you answer my question now? Is the caffeine level insane in authentic tea or authentic matcha? Okay, well, let's talk about that then. So, caffeine levels in matcha is very high. Not as high as coffee, but extremely high. So it will keep you up late at night. The difference with caffeine in matcha is the existence of an amino acid called L-theanine. What this does in high amounts is it regulates the way that caffeine metabolizes in your body. So when you get a caffeine high from coffee, let's say that this is like your energy levels, you go up. That coffee, boom, you go up. Unfortunately, you hear about this all the time. You get the caffeine crash almost immediately. This is why it takes people having to drink several cups of coffee throughout a given day to maintain those energy levels, because you go up and you crash, you go up and you crash. That's how caffeine typically works in your body. However, with matcha, because matcha is basically green tea ground up. So you're getting a very high dose of green tea, an extremely high dose. So you get so many more antioxidants, you get so much more caffeine, and you get so many more amino acids called L-theanine. And what that does is it slows the rate that your body metabolizes caffeine. And so you could have the same amount of caffeine milligrams in matcha as you would in coffee. You would not have the spurt of energy like that. Instead, with matcha, the energy is going to be more consistent, steady, incline, just like such. Meanwhile, you're already like very high with your coffee. Alternatively, because you're going with a steady incline of caffeine, the way it levels down is the same. There's no crashing with matcha. And so theoretically, you will have more sustained energy levels with matcha and green tea than you would with caffeine and coffee. That's what makes matcha a superior source of caffeine, in my opinion. So that's the situation with matcha. How the fuck all this shit get in here? What stuff? Matcha caffeine makes me like nauseated, yet I drink 2 iced coffees a day, you know? Really? What's really going on, Lee? I don't know what's going on. David, hey you, do neck curls. What's a neck curl? Am I gay? Answer my question. No, I have a wife and 3 kids. What did you say, Tay Michaela? Hopefully that answers your question about matcha. The whole nausea, I don't understand where that's happening. Make sure that you're getting your matcha from high quality sources. Like I said, I'm sponsored by Nioteas, Nioteas. Look them up. They have very affordable matcha to begin with, so you don't really have to use my affiliate code to like give me any money. But check them out and get their matcha latte grade, either like the basic or the premium. I like them both. I've actually reviewed both of them on my channel and my matcha ranking playlist that I did a long time ago. But anyway, check them out. It's like $13 for a really big bag of matcha powder. They source directly from the farms in Japan, so they're very close to the source. That makes it a little bit more cheaper. And so I love it so much. Definitely recommend them a lot. Cocaine is better, Cho. Well, it is. I mean, it is. I know that firsthand. I might find all them damn socks I lost in the dryer under here. If I disappear, y'all, I've entered the void. Oh, God, not that. Are you double jointed? I don't know what that means, Derek. Hey, Mr. Handsome. Welcome back. I assume the matcha isn't of great quality that I've had, to be honest. Listen, Tay, if you have not gotten your matcha from a Japanese market, then yes, it's terrible quality. Spoiler alert, you got shitty matcha. I can tell you that firsthand, verbatim. Oh my God, iced matchas are really great. Yeah, and you should be making your own. And don't get them from Starbucks. They're not that good. I think most people hate matcha lattes because they get them from Starbucks. Like, stop doing that. Stop getting your matcha lattes from Starbucks. I need to tweet that. I need to tweet that right now. Stop getting Yeah, I'm tweeting that. Okay, I tweeted it. My pits hurt. We're all just dogs in God's hot car. Did you mute me? No, I didn't mute you, Sunflower. Microdosing shrooms give me the same effects as cocaine. Really? Yikes. Tay Michaela, listen, girl, you must be new here. That's all I do on my Instagram is show, yo, I'm a lifestyle vlogger. So my Instagram is all about my lifestyle, and that includes tea. Like, all I do is drink tea all day. So I do videos about making matcha lattes and hojicha lattes like I'm drinking right now. So hojicha, I'll give you another little tea lesson right now. Hojicha is essentially green tea, but it's roasted green tea. And the benefits of, or not the benefits, but the nuances, what makes hojicha different is that unlike regular green tea, because it's roasted, it has a more depth of flavor. It reminds me of drinking a hot cocoa because it has a lot of chocolatey caramel notes to it. Also, because it's a roasted green tea, you kind of get rid of all of the caffeine. So it's not an herbal tea. It isn't. It has caffeine, but it's a very, very, very small amount of caffeine. Because when you roast things, you get rid of all of those. I don't know. You get rid of all of the like benefits and antioxidants and all the things that makes green tea great. You kind of get rid of some of that healthy benefit to it. It still has antioxidants, just not to the amount that a normal green tea or matcha would. I like hojicha because it's a healthy alternative to hot chocolate or mochas. Like this is giving me like this is like a mocha. Like I'm drinking like a mocha right now. But without the caffeine and without, drinking coffee, having that bitter taste, like it's a really great smooth taste to it. So I love hojicha a lot. Um Leah, I'm hurt. You totally muted me. I don't think. What? What are you talking about, Sunflower? Not 20 years of where'd that go under the stovetop. Hi, Jayanthi. Hey, Pisces. How are you, Pisces? Anyone traveling next year? Well, yeah. I travel every year. Really, only one trip, only one vacation, honestly. I don't vacation very often. I typically, because I visit home so often, I can't really afford to, travel personally. It's just not where my budget's fucked. So, I'm not really traveling for fun. But we do go to Miami Beach once a year, and it's approaching quickly. I cannot wait. But we go to North Carolina to visit my partner's family, and then we visit my family in Toledo, Ohio for Christmas, like Christmas time. Tay Michaela says, what's your take on things like ballerina tea, those that clear you out and that the girl is used to lose weight? Do you think it's actually tea or more like a laxative in a tea bag? It's a laxative in a tea bag. First of all, it's not really tea. It's an herbal tea. Second of all, herbal tea is not really tea. That's just what we call it. It's just herbs, flowers, and plants and water. In order for anything to be legitimately a legitimate tea, it has to come from the green tea leaf, right? And they don't typically use the green tea leaf in those teas. It's an herbal tea that has a laxative. It's essentially a medication. And to me, it encourages disordered eating. So I would not recommend them. I think that getting a regular amount of fiber, working out, and eating healthy is a much better alternative than relying on laxatives, basically medications that will disrupt your body from doing what it naturally does. So I recommend working out, increasing your activity levels, eating well, um, things like that. We go to Miami on Christmas morning. How old are Nina and Duke? Well, Nina's, oh my God, how old is, oh my God, she's like 12. No, she's not. Well, yes, she is. She's like 12. Duke is like 6 at this point. Tay, no, you're welcome. Ask me all the questions. You know, we yap a lot on this community. I talk shit nonstop about a lot of things that I don't really consider myself to be an expert on. But some of the realms I do believe to be somewhat of an expert on is investing money into the stock market, tea, skincare, and just living an overall healthy lifestyle. Those are the realms that I feel like I'm most comfortable talking about. So when it comes to any of those topics, I can be very, very verbose and talk about them nonstop. Always feel free to ask me questions. I took a ballerina tea and it was as if it drained every single fiber of my being. Yeah. Not, yeah. Yeah, I mean, Rich is right. We call herbal tea tea. I get it. Yeah, I call it tea too. I'm being technical. Technically, you ever seen that meme? The big fat guy who's like, technically, and he has like a lisp and like, yeah. That was me just now. Technically, anything that doesn't have the green tea leaf is not tea. um, if I'm constipated, I just buy a Whopper. Problem. Child. Pisces is so funny. I love Pisces so much. I'm happy you're here, Pisces. You're from Munich, Kenji? That's so cool. How long have you been in another country? What country are you in, Kenji? I know, Leah, but like you are literally on the opposite side of North Carolina. Like the North Carolina that I visit is the Pinehurst Southern Pines area, which is like on the east side of North Carolina. But to be honest with you, Leah, I want to come to Tennessee. The great state of Tennessee is a wonderful state, and I would love to visit Tennessee again. I've been to Nash Vegas several times, and I've also been to Knoxville, and I love Knoxville. Knoxville to me seems like the San Francisco of the South. But like all the good things about San Francisco, not the liberal trashy things, but like all the good things about San Francisco reminds me of Knoxville, Tennessee. I think it's great. Um Hey Bread Loaf, please do an investment vlog. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. Yeah. Maybe I can do that for you guys. Hey Elgin. Hey Custom Taylor. Would love to know what you invest in. Well, so I can tell you in general what I invest in. Um, in general, I invest usually 70 to 80% into income stocks. So income stocks are stocks or ETFs, not stocks, but I invest in ETFs, which, oh my God, I have to define all this shit for you guys. So because some people may not know. So, um, so I invest in something called ETFs. What are ETFs? they're exchange traded funds. If you know what an index fund is, then you basically know what an ETF is. Basically, when you buy an ETF, let me let me get an example. Oh, I have a good example. Okay, example time. So when you buy a stock, let's say that you buy Apple stock. Apple stock right here. You got Apple stock here. You got Microsoft stock here. You got Twitter stock here. Okay, you got all these stocks, these individual stocks. I don't invest in individual stocks. I don't do it because I'm not into investing the way that others are into it. I don't want to commit a lot of time, energy, or effort into knowing about all this shit. I just don't. So I don't want to be watching for Apple's like expense reports or their quarterly reports. I'm not checking for that shit. I got things to do like apply skincare, okay? No time to be looking at what Elon Musk is tweeting and how is it affecting Tesla stock. I don't give a fuck. So instead, what I buy are ETFs. It's a bag of stocks. So what that means is I have a little bit, not the whole piece, but I have a little bit of Apple stock, a little bit of Microsoft stock, a little bit of Twitter stock, and I have this whole bag of very, very, very tiny amounts of different stocks. Now, why is that what's the difference? Why does that matter? Well, what makes ETFs different in terms of their growth potential is the fact that they're very low risk. So again, let's use some examples. Let's say that you put $100 into Tesla, right? $100 into Tesla. And all of a sudden, Elon Musk is behaving like a maniac and saying dumb shit, and people start to divest from Tesla. And your stock price goes to $1. You lost all your fucking money. Now, if you bought a specific type of ETF that had only a slither of Tesla in there and it went down to $1, you still have the Microsoft stock. You still have the Apple stock in your bag of all the stocks. So even if Tesla tanks, your share price of the ETF is not going to be affected negatively as much. Now, this is a double-edged sword. Let's say you invest $100 into Tesla and Elon Musk comes up with some flying car, and so his stock skyrockets overnight. Well, you only have a very small percentage of Tesla in your bag of stocks. So that is not going to raise your share price by that much because you still have a percentage of Microsoft, a percentage of Apple in your bag of stocks. So it's a low risk but low reward model of investing. And I'm a Capricorn. So they say us Capricorns, we love money and we love consistency. We love safe choices. We love guaranteed money. And essentially investing in ETFs, the right kinds, of course, are guaranteed money over the long period of time of investing your money into them. And so those are the types of stocks I invest in. Let's catch up because that's part one. Okay. I like herbal teas. Do you drink passion tea? I don't really drink passion tea that much. Personal finance is so interesting to me. Do you follow or have any finance channels on YouTube? I do. I think his name is Blackboard Investing. Blackboard Finance. Blackboard Finance is my favorite finance YouTuber. Yeah, Blackboard Finance. No, it's called Whiteboard Finance. And he's from the great state of Ohio, by the way. He's from Cleveland, not too far from me. You know how I do micro USB. The Starbucks iced coffee at the gas station is a natural laxative too. True. Oh my God, Tay Michaela was in Munich for 3 years. I love Chicago. It's a regular thing, micro use. I'm a yapper. I want to visit Cashville, Leo. Hey, Matthias. It's not possible to get a grant to invest unless you're a business, unless someone's an angel investor investing in your idea of a business. You want to buy Google stock? Not a bad idea. Your skin be glowing though? I have good skincare routines. Hey, Drake. Are trading ETFs like the movie Trading Places? I've never seen that movie. Hey, James Graves. You got 5K in silver? Okay. What are your gains so far? Well, it's a little bit hard to track. I'm going to get into... So, Ricky P, I just explained what ETFs are, but I invest in a very specific type of ETF. I'll tell you in a little bit. Once I catch the chat, I'll let you know. Do you even make money? I do make money. Yeah. You got scammed for 2 G's, but stop getting scammed. It's very comfy, micro. Okay. So we caught up to chat. So I explained what ETFs are. Those are the types of stocks I invest in. Now, even within that category, there are multiple types or genres of ETFs to invest in. You have things like SCHD, which is basically an ETF that covers the highest or the most consistent dividend companies in the S&P 500. So it's a very popular ETF to invest in because of its consistent dividend growth and its consistent, not high, but its consistent growth in share price. So I do invest about 20% in ETFs like SCHD. I'm not going to give you all of the stocks I invest in, but that's a really prime example. I invest 20% into stocks like that. You also have stocks like, pardon me, SCHG, which covers companies in the S&P 500 that are growing the most exponentially, growing at the fastest rate, right? So you're tracking the companies that are very innovative, things like Tesla, things like Google, things like Apple, you know, the companies that are really doing it big, NVIDIA, stuff like that. That's what, those companies are being tracked by SCHG. So I invest approximately 20% of my entire portfolio into ETFs like those two. Now, the 80% of my portfolio is pretty controversial. I invest in income, it's called income ETFs. These are ETFs that have extremely high dividend payouts, typically monthly. Now, let me get the calculator out. And these are fake numbers. These are fake numbers. Let's say I invest in X yield, XYLD. This is an ETF that covers covered calls. I'm not getting into all the detail about what covered calls are. We'll be here for hours. But essentially, what this means is that when they receive investments from their investors, they are forced to pay out a high amount of dividends or payments back to the investors. Okay? So I'm going to log into my Charles Schwab account. Because I forget the actual dividend percentage of X yield right now. And I'm sorry, this is probably boring to people, but like, I'm a very dynamic person. I talk about all types of shit, and today we're talking about finance. I'm into it right now. Okay, so X yield is currently at around, let's just say $42. Okay, and their distribution yield is 9.35%. And they pay out their dividends monthly. So let's say I invest $50,000 into X yield. We're going to multiply, we're going to get the percentage of that, 9.35%. So multiply that by 0.0935. That's $4,675 a year paid to you back in dividends in the payout. That's not including any growth. That's just looking at the $50,000. If you invest $50,000, you give these bitches $50K and say, go make some money with my money that I'm giving you and then pay me back. They're going to pay you back $4,675 in 1 year. Now, with this specific ETF, they pay you out monthly. So divide that number by 12. You'll get a check, not a check, but you'll get a distribution of $389.58 every month. 80% of my portfolio are invested in stocks and ETFs like these. Now, there are some very serious pros and cons with investing in stocks like I do, especially a high amount like 80%. And the finance bros, they always drag me. They always drag me without fail because they fail to realize that personal finance is only 20% math and 80% personal. They don't understand that. But investing in ETFs that are income ETFs is not tax advantaged. So the money that I'm being paid in dividends, that's $389 every month, is given to me as ordinary income. So I'm going to be taxed at the rate of whatever my annual income is the rate I'm going to be taxed at, which sometimes can be extremely fucking high. That's not how other distributions and investments work for the most part. You have capital gains tax, which is a lot less than income taxation. And so basically, to translate that into real world terms, while I make a lot of money on the front end with getting that high amount of cash flow every month, I end up having to pay higher amounts of taxes for getting that cash flow to begin with. Okay. I'm sure I've lost everybody, but those are the types of investments I invest in my portfolio. So we're done with that question. Let's catch up to chat. Okay. Hey, VHS. Micro USB, you should care about stock stuff because stock stuff is really going to be a major key to financial liberty. Rich like Pryor, I recommend you get a book called Just Keep Buying by Nick Majuli. I'll type it in chat. So for anyone that's looking to start saving their money or investing, I highly recommend that book. It has been a godsend. I've actually bought that book for lots of personal friends and family members, and they've all gotten a lot of value from it. I'm not even gonna bother sending you guys the affiliate link. Just go buy the book. Because it's for you. It's not for my benefit, it's for your benefit. But I have bought people this book, and it is life-changing. I read it once a year because it's that good at keeping me in line with my goals. In fact, I need to read it again. I need to read it again. So, what I love so much about that book by Nick Majuli is that it's so easy to understand. And I feel like when you read some finance books, it's like you don't understand what the fuck they're talking about. They're using all these terms. And the good thing about Nick Majuli is that he really gets onto the level of the average American. And the average American doesn't know shit about investing. And I think that's great that he's on that level, and that's the way he communicates, because it makes it easy to understand and easy to approach the book with confidence that you will understand. So I love it so much for that reason. Another reason I love the book is because the first half of the book is not about investing at all. It's not about investing at all. The first half of the book is about saving your money and learning how to save and learning a little bit of the psychology about saving your money and getting yourself in a financial situation where you can invest your money, right? So it's not just a book about investing, it's really a book about financial literacy. So then the second half of the book is about investing. They go over all the different types of ways you can invest, all the different types of stocks, the different types of distributions and dividends you can make. They go into all that stuff. And it's a lot of different bite-sized pieces of information that are easy to understand. And it really leaves you feeling empowered that you can actually go out and invest in your financial future. So I highly, highly, highly recommend the book Just Keep Buying by Nick Majuli. 100%. Welcome back, Drake. Micro says, to me, investing is buying the larger thing of trash bags over the smaller one, period. And it is. And it is. That's smart. St. John, we have been monetized. The problem is that my streams get demonetized. All the time. All the time. My live stream from last night that got, let's see. Let's look at it. Let's look at it. And before you say anything, look how my fingers curve to the right. Before you say anything, yes, my monitor is dirty as fuck. Shut the fuck up. Leave me alone. So, demonetized. 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 Like, I'm making no money from those videos. And these are like some pretty high view videos that could be making me money. 8,000, 6,000. These are good views that I'm getting that I could be making money on. The problem is that I'm too honest. I don't have a filter. I just talk my shit. And YouTube doesn't like that, So I'm not making a lot of money from these live streams outside of viewer support. So I actually implore you that if you want to see me continue with these live streams, please consider becoming a yapper. It's only $1.99 a month. That is one DoorDash. That is one DoorDash delivery a year. I made it as cheap as I thought was feasible for me. And so become a yapper. You get to use all the emojis. It's really fun. It's really cute. Yeah, so these live streams are typically demonetized. Now, my vlogs are always monetized because my vlogs are very calming. You know, they imbue relaxation into your day. They're very family friendly, my vlogs. And so those are always monetized, but you bitches don't watch those videos. You don't comment on those. So I'm not making much money on those. I'm making pennies on those videos. Like literally pennies on those videos. So the best way to continue supporting me is to like my content, watch my content, comment on my content, and if you want to go above and beyond, then become a member, become a yapper. Um, I've done some pretty big donations via super chats, and while I love super chats, I appreciate them. I almost have this like, what's the word? I don't want to use the word deserve. I feel like I don't deserve super chats. I feel like I don't know. I feel like it's just more worth your while to become a member than to give me large sums of money. Because $1.99 is not a lot, and I feel like you actually get some value from it. I don't know. I appreciate everything you guys give me, but I just feel like when that girl gave me like $198 super chats, I was like, what? Why is she giving me this money? Like, is it that deep? Like, what am I doing that's that nice? You know, like. So I don't know. So anyway, and by the way, if you have trouble joining, you need to go. If you are on an Apple device and you're on your phone looking at this and you want to join my community for $1.99, you need to actually go to my community tab and click the actual link, because currently YouTube and Apple are, butting heads, and they don't allow the memberships right now through their app. So the only way to join as an Apple user on your phone is by going to my community tab and then finding the post where I talk about joining my membership. So there you go. Okay. Can't the stock market crash at any given moment, though? That's a huge risk for someone who doesn't have money like that. Okay, good question, Rich. Good question. But I'm about to bust that question wide open. I'm about to bust her wide open. So, first of all, do you know how many times the stock market has crashed? Trick answer. A lot. Do you know what the return is on the stock market right now from the start of its history? It's like a lot. If you would have started investing your money a long time ago, you would be a billionaire, a multimillionaire, trillionaire. I mean, the stock market always grows over the long period of time. So, Rich, what I'm trying to say is Nick Majuli's book is titled Just Keep Buying. And the premise of the book is as long as you keep buying stocks over the longer period of time, you are almost, I can't say guaranteed, but you are 99.9% guaranteed to make money off of the stock market. The stock market always grows. Think about inflation. Think about how bread used to cost a penny back in the day and now it's $3. That's the stock market too. The stock market is always growing. And so, Rich, as long as you are investing your money little by little into the stock market, 10 years from now, you're going to be in the green. You're not going to be in the red. Now, there are times where the stock market is going to crash. And as long as you're not planning to take your money out of the stock market at that time, leave it in. Historically speaking, anytime the stock market crashes, it grows back tenfold afterwards. The rebound is always higher than the crash. And so if you just kept buying stocks during the crash, you would make your money back and more. This is what the data says. This is not my opinion. This is not me speculating. This is what the data says. So, Rich, it's all about being a long-term investor. It's not about trading stocks. You're buying, you're selling, you're buying, you're selling. No, 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 no. That's not how you do this. That's not how you become rich off the stock market. You become rich off the stock market by buying shit and letting that shit stay there. That's how you become rich off the stock market. The whole buying and selling, you don't want to become a crypto bro. You don't want to become a trader. Traders don't make money. Most stock traders lose money. Even the experts. Most expert traders lose money overall. So what you want to be is a long-term investor for the long term because you're guaranteed to make money that way, even with the crashes. Good question. I had a bad night last night. Not sure how long I would be here. What happened last night? Sorry, Harrison was sick. Taxation is criminal. It is. Income, at least income is. Have you ever thought about investing in deportation camps? No, but that's why I voted for Trump. Where's the tea? I had hojicha. My tea's gone. Oh, fuck Jeb Bush. A book about saving called Just Keep Buying is diabolical. It kind of is. It kind of is. Is the smoke alarm working? Yeah, because my man is white. That's why. If it was up to me, it wouldn't be working. Have you ever thought about investing in deportation camps? Yes, I voted for Trump. Can I donate 500? Sure. Your monitor's dusty. I know. Don't fall for the scam. I do wish my name wasn't Drake, especially after this past year with him. Hey, Star. I love that you're a knitter, Leah. I could watch you knit all day long. Oh, thanks, Reginald. Merry Christmas to you, too. And thank you, Drake, for the 99 cents super chat. Thank you so much. Stop yapping. I know. Am I sick? No. Leave it in, Cho said. Leave it in. Period. Hey, Carly, how are you? What you doing for a living? Well, I work part-time at a restaurant that I've managed for almost 10 years. I only work about 25 hours right now, and I'm trying to make YouTube work for me full-time. Well, YouTube and influence and stuff like that. Have a good night, Drake. You have an RRA, a Roth IRA, and trade options. That's great. That's awesome. Nancy Pelosi is the best trader. Can I mod, please? No. Think and Grow Rich? Okay, I'll look it up. Think and Grow Rich. I love a new book every once in a while. Thanks for the recommendation. Wait, people don't like you knitting? I love it. I love a good knitter. You know, in Columbus, we have like a knitting convention here. It's so funny during convention season here in Columbus. It's a thing in Columbus, convention season. During the summertime, we have all these conventions, and it's like a total shit show. Because they usually share the convention with like 2 or 3 different groups. And you'll have like the furries convention, but also the knitters convention at the same day. It's like, and it's wild because you see people in their furry costumes walking around in public looking crazy as fuck. And then you also see, you know, matronly women like with their knits and their, you know, they look very cozy. They're just very cute and just like cuddly. And it's like the cognitive dissonance of that, it's always funny. Or like they'll have like the goth convention and then like a girls cheerleader convention. It's like, what? It's like, and you see the girls with the pom-poms walking around the city, and then all the goth kids walking around with like all the leather on. It's just like, what is going on with these conventions? Like, could you not schedule something a little bit more similar? Like, I feel like it's an inside joke at this point. They schedule conventions so that it's just wildly different. I don't know. It's so weird. Gabby give me a cartel connect. Who's Gabby? Oh, Gabby from Celaya, Guanajuato, Mexico. Wow. Do I like coffee? I like coffee. I don't drink coffee though. Not really. I drink matcha and tea instead. I don't dislike coffee though. I drink a decaf cold brew that I make myself, and I mix that up with my protein powders. So guys, we're actually going to end the stream right now because I have to wake up for church. I have not been to church for 2 weeks, and I need to go get saved by the Lord. I know, so annoying. I'm a heathen. I've been a heathen the last 2 weeks, so and the reason I really want to go to church tomorrow is because after tomorrow, I'm not gonna be able to go to church again until the new year because I'm gonna be traveling so much and there's just shit going on. So I definitely want to go to church tomorrow. Oh, people like watching you. Okay. Not take Nancy with me. Listen, I wouldn't. Listen, if I took Nancy with me to church, she'd burn up when she walked through the doors. She'd fucking burn up to a crisp. But anyway, open up that Bible, right? Have fun on your stream, Leah. I probably won't be able to see you tomorrow because my weekends are just very busy. My weekends are like, this is TMI, none of y'all's business, but my weekends are very hyper focused on my man. my man. And so, and the reason why is because he's so busy with his career and I'm so busy doing whatever the fuck I'm doing, shopping at Sam's Club during the week, that I really give deference to him during the weekends. And so we do a lot of activities together. And I don't like to do things that he's not interested in on Saturdays and Sundays because that's the time that we spend most of our time together. So anyway, I won't be able to watch you tomorrow. But if you ever go live on Mondays, that's when I have the most free time of any day. So let me know. What did Nancy do? He may love your streams, actually. Quiet as it's kept. I mean, he may actually like your streams. What have Nancy Pelosi not done? Emerald Gem, I'm blazing. I'm being facetious. Cho comes from, it is Japanese. It means butterfly in Japanese. And I used to play a game called Guild Wars 2. I was top 100 NA in the PvP community for a long time, playing a character called Mesmer. Mesmer would use psychic butterflies to attack and defend itself from enemies. And so I was known in the community and on Twitch for playing the Mesmer class. Additionally, I'm into Asian culture, specifically Japanese culture. I watch a lot of anime. I'm a weeaboo, whatever. So there's that point. Number 3, I'm a social butterfly, both in real life and on the internet. So with all those different things together, I came up with the name Cho. It just made sense. Butterfly has too many syllables. Cho is 1 syllable. It's easy to remember. Sounds kind of kawaii. So that's where Cho comes from. Yeah, do every day. People love the consistency. Hey, Cam. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for being here. I really, really appreciate you guys. I always have so much fun. I'm sorry I'm ending the stream a little bit earlier. Tomorrow night we'll have a long stream and we'll be a little bit more into causing chaos. But I really do want to get a good night's sleep so that I can make it to church and be well rested. Have a long day tomorrow. So I appreciate you guys for being here. I know I say this every time, but I really do mean it. You guys could be doing anything else with your night, but it's very meaningful to me that you would like to, or even spend a minute with me, the likes of me in this community. I just really, really appreciate your time. You can't get back time. You can get back money, and you can get back all types of other shit. You can't get back time. So I hope that you're getting value from these streams. Be sure to like the stream, comment on the stream, go like my other content, go watch my vlogs. If you want to support me monetarily without giving me actual money, watching my vlogs is the single best way to do that. Literally, watching my vlogs and commenting on my vlogs and liking my vlogs is the best way to give me money without giving me money, right? So anyway, have a good night, guys, and I'll see you guys tomorrow night at 11:30 p.m. Eastern Time Zone.